Welcome to a little less stupid songs and stories to be dumb, less smart, more. And today we are going to be a little less stupid on how the heck do you ask somebody out on a date. And so I was sitting on this red couch in West Seattle, in my little apartment, and overlooking the Olympic Mountains across the way. It was like around late afternoon, early evening. The sun was shining across the Puget Sound, and I was shaking my head, just like looking at my phone and thinking about this roller coaster I'd been through with this lady I liked a lot. But she went from a month ago at a wedding completely ignoring and throwing my advances out the window to even setting me up with a friend of hers to make it very clear, I'm not interested. To full 180, now asking 4 different questions over voice message and text and GIFs. And I was homeschooled, but I was like 92% sure, I think this girl likes me. And I was like, I really want to just talk to her. And I almost texted her saying like, hey, let's chat. But a voice in my head, kind of like Rafiki in The Lion King, was like, it is time. And I knew it was time to ask this girl out. And I've seen, in my experience, I've seen there's two ways to ask someone out. The first way, cold approach. You walk up to a stranger because you probably aren't going to see them again. They seem interesting to you. You walk up, say, what's your name? That's a great name. Would you like to get a waffle cone, coffee, sometime? And then they say no, they say yes. And it works. But the last date I went on this way, the date asked me, do you think it's weird that I worship Satan? And my reply to that was, he's not in my top 10 of people I would worship. But the second way to ask somebody out, where you get a little bit more of a feel of what their vibe is, values, do I like them, do they like me? We'll call it the water cooler ask out. And so this is where there's somebody who does something you also do. And you see them more often or frequently, like at a water cooler. Oh my gosh, you like water? I do like water. I'm more of a sparkle person. Are you like a still? No, I like sparkle too. Really? And whether it's church, school, work, it's a spot where like you'll see somebody frequently. And so you get to like see a vibe, see if they are like asking you questions, completely ignoring you, eye contact, touching shoulders. You're like getting a vibe of like, is this person interested? And then regardless of either two, cold approach or water cooler, you're going to have to ask them out. You have to. And it's kind of scary because if they say no, it's just like, hey, the entirety of you as a human, I don't even want to consider for a potential mate in life. So bye. But you have to do it because life's too short to not go without a spicy person to live it with. And so with this lady I was texting in Virginia from Seattle, I started texting and I started with Talia, which I thought was a good start. And then the voice in my head started to edit. No, don't say too much. Don't be too forward. Don't be too. And I was like, dude, I'm just going to say how I feel. And if she likes it, we both get quicker to where we want to be. Her not with me, her with me. And I just said, Talia, I find you very attractive, inside and out. Do you find me attractive? If so, how do you feel about a date on Tuesday at 5? We'll have a FaceTime date. And then the text in blue on my phone said delivered. And I just deep exhaled, turned off my phone, put it on the couch cushion next to me, and one voice in my head said, you are such an idiot. And then another voice in my head was like, I'm so proud of you. And I thought of dinner that evening. That like thought was calorie consuming. It was kind of scary. But I thought I'm going to celebrate with a pizza and a beer. And then I was thinking where I'd go get it and looked at my phone. And as I was looking for the magical pizza spot, I got a text back. And the text, I wasn't sure how to take it at first, but I showed it to my roommate, Seth, just next to this red couch. And I said, it's like, can I read this to you? He's like, yeah. And the text read, you should know if I set you up with my friend. This is Talia speaking. If I set you up with my friend, I find you at least somewhat agreeable, period. It's a date. And there was an exclamation point. Gotta love those. And Seth said, oh, she's spicy. And I said, I know! I want to put that sriracha on everything. And I was just so excited. And we had a FaceTime date. And I asked her some questions. And she asked me some questions. And it was so spicy, the questions she asked. And I started writing the song then, finished it now. There's just something so nice in life with being able to have a spicy individual with you. And fingers crossed, you're just like, I hope I'm sweet enough. And this song is called Hot Sauce. I asked this girl that I like on a date Tuesday at 5. Do you like me? What's your reply? You're somewhat agreeable. It's a date. You're somewhat agreeable. Ooh, I say hot sauce, spicy mama. She hot as hell. Hot sauce, the whole bottle. Wanna keep it to myself. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, that's the flavor, my boo, boo, ooh, 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 that's the flavor, my boo. Dance on the street late at night, just walking under the lights. With you the winter's nice. Hot sauce, spicy mama, she hot as hell. Hot sauce, the whole bottle. Wanna keep you to myself. Ooh, 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 that's the flavor, my boo, boo, ooh, 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 that's the flavor, my boo. I hope I'm sweet, 'cause I got you spicy. I'm swigging sugar, hoping she gon' be my wifey. I hope I'm sweet, 'cause got you spicy. I'm swigging sugar, hoping. Hot sauce, spicy mama, she hot as hell. Hot sauce, the whole bottle. Wanna keep you to myself. Ooh, 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 that's the flavor, my boo, boo, ooh, 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 that's the flavor, my boo. Thank you for joining me on this journey to be a little less stupid. If you haven't yet, 5 stars, please drop it, and then subscribe. And then they might think it's passive aggressive, but you can just reply, no, this is full on aggression. Text this to a friend who hasn't asked somebody out in a while and say, #JustDoIt. And we'll see you next time on A Little Less Stupid.